Hi, my name's Carol Lewis and I'm the author of this Teaching the Healing School. I've been looking into healing and health over the last 3 years due to personal health reasons, and I found some wonderful things concerning the scriptures on healing, and I hope to share these things with you over the next few weeks. So, who is the healing for? Well, healing is for everyone, whether your sickness is minor, moderate or major. Like salvation, healing is free. Heal me, Lord, and I shall be healed. Save me, and I shall be saved, for you are my praise. The same request, expectancy, and belief exercised for salvation is the same request, expectancy, and belief exercised for healing. Healing has no price, it is free for all. So, is healing as simple as accepting salvation? If you ask many people today in today's society, the answer to that would be no. For it's easier to get someone saved than to heal someone, as that's difficult. But Jesus addresses that question very poignantly in Mark chapter 2. Which is easier? His reply is. Now the story here is a few friends take their sixth friend to see Jesus for healing, but they can't get in the house. So they go up to the roof, they break up the roof, and they lower the man down in front of Jesus in the house. Now Jesus decides to deal with the man's sin and says, your sins are forgiven you. But those in the room think, who are you to forgive sin? Only God has the power to forgive sin. Then Jesus went on to say, which is easier, to forgive this man of his sins, or to say, take up your bed and walk? He wanted them to know that there is power for salvation, but the easiest task was the healing. That's not how we portray healing in today's society. Healing tends to come with lengthy prayer, surrounded by several people, and a big exercise, or told to clean up one's life before you can receive your healing. It is not depicted the way Jesus expected it to be. Let me give you an example of how healing is seen in some situations. We have this guy called Tim who received salvation day one. He has ups and downs. He has good days and bad days. He has days when he feels that he's not saved, and days that he's strong and he sees his mindset changing. But ultimately, at the end of the year, he understands that he's growing in the faith. Not once throughout the year does he question his salvation. When he has a bad day, when he's angry, when he's annoyed, when he has a good day, not once does he turn around and say, I'm no longer saved. But he realizes that it's a journey. However, let's take Tim day one when he gets healed. He has good days, he has bad days, he had days of no change. In each case, he comes back and asks for healing, as though one who has not received healing. He starts from stage one again. That's how healing is often seen in today's society. We start from square one. If after a while we see no change, if after a while we see no improvement or see no significant movement, we seek healing again. He does not walk as though he's healed already from day one. Okay, so no criteria, no prerequisites. What does that mean? That means there's nothing required, nothing asked to be done before you can get your healing. The healings performed by Jesus in the Bible came with no pre-treatment. He didn't ask them to go and sort themselves out or get their lives in order or go and ask forgiveness before they qualified for healing. He just healed them. Modern teachings today, however, focus on improving your life or sorting out some problem or issue before you can receive your healing. Jesus did require change concerning healing. However, he never requested these changes before the healing, but rather after. In John 5:14 we read where Jesus sees a man that he is healed, and he says, see, you are well again. Stop sinning, or something worse may happen to you. The instruction to sort his life out came after the act of healing. In John 8:11 again we see Jesus dealt with the issue first, then said, go now and leave your life of sin. You don't have to sort yourself out beforehand when it comes to receiving healing, as healing is free. Like salvation, you come as you are and let the power of God work on you thereafter. You don't even need to be alive to obtain healing. If there was a criteria or a prerequisite or something that needed to be done to qualify for healing, then the dead would never be raised. In Luke 7, we read of a mother burying her son, and Jesus going to the funeral and raising the son from the dead. If you read the chapter, Jesus made no requirements on the family or anyone before he performed that act. We read the story of Lazarus being raised from the dead in John 11, and once again, there was no requirement of Mary and Martha to do anything in order to help um, qualify Lazarus being raised from the dead. Healing is free. The word shows us that healing is free. There are over 75% more healings reported by churches which preach, "Come and receive your healing," compared to those which preach, "Change and receive your healing." Where there are requirements and prerequisites laid for someone to have their healing, there is usually the effort and problem of getting it wrong. So what do I need to do to be healed? Are there any special requirements or steps? These questions will be addressed next week. We'll be looking at, is there any requirement? What is the ingredient needed for healing here then? And is there any requirement and steps? The reason why I'm going to address that one next week is that one's a little bit more lengthy, because I know there are a lot of teachings out there that quote scriptures which say you need to do X, Y, Z, and then you shall be healed and walk healed. And we need to address those in the passage and the chapter in which it was given, so we have a full understanding of free healing. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for joining me in this teaching. I'd like you to take the opportunity to share your thoughts, any testimonies, whether it present or historical, where God has healed you or healed someone you know. And please take the opportunity to share this message with someone. Thank you.